Right. Good morning, and happy Friday. I just wanted to come and give you guys a reminder of the 30-minute phone or Skype readings. The sale is going to end on December the 23rd at midnight. So that's going to be midnight, like the night of the 22nd, because that's a full moon flash sale. And I thought about extending it. It probably is going to end up getting extended to Monday, but just to be on the safe side, you know, that sale is going to more than likely end Saturday or maybe even Sunday. I'll have it on sale all day Sunday. So right now, my 30-minute phone readings or Skype readings are only $40. So the link to my website is below in the video description box. I will also link the website in the chat because some people don't know how to open up the video description box, believe it or not. Yeah, because I don't know. There's some people that are on their mobile phones and they don't know how to do that. But so, yeah, just in case you were having some confusion, there's the link to the website. Also, you can get an additional 10% off of my other readings by using the coupon code MERRY10. I will put that in the chat as well. That is the coupon code for 10%, okay, off of my other readings, okay? Now, if you are thinking about coming to me to get a consultation, or if you're coming to me to get spell work, my spell work is on sale until the day after Christmas, okay? And I may extend that until New Year's, but don't count on it because, you know, so I might do that until New Year's. Now, you can actually sign up for the Leap Forward or, you know, take a leap forward in 2019. You can actually sign up for that up until New Year's Eve. Okay, so you can still get in on that. You can still get in on it because I will be doing another ritual on New Year's Eve as well. It's not going to be a 100 candle ritual, but it will be it's a ritual that I've gotten accustomed to doing every year. And of course, I'm going to be doing some other stuff, doing rituals that day. So if you guys need to reach me, if you have any questions, my phone number is 770-686-7461. Okay. You can also email me at queenjamila941@gmail.com. Okay. 10% coupon will be good until the end of this year. So you'll be able to get 10% off until the end of this year, just to let you guys know that. What else was I going to say? Good evening. Oh, Anna, you must be overseas or you must be in another country. Good morning. It's morning over here. So, oh, another thing, if you want a 1-hour reading, you can actually purchase a quantity of 2 or 3. You can purchase as many of those 30-minute readings as you want. Okay, even if you decide, Jamila, I want to purchase enough readings so that I can have 5 or 10 readings. Okay. All right, you're in Cyprus. That's what's up. So let's say that you're like, Jamila, I just want to buy readings for everybody at the office, or I want to buy readings for everybody in my family, or I want to make sure that I have plenty of readings. Okay. You can actually purchase my readings in bulk. I don't mind you doing that. I don't. So whenever there's a sale going on like that, you can, and then you can say, okay, well, I want to use an hour here and I want to use an hour there, because the readings are very valuable and I want you to take them seriously. And yeah, I don't always have complete quiet in my house. I had a couple of people complaining about the TV in the background. I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. I will work on that though. That's something that I didn't have an issue with before. Yeah, so I just, yeah, you know, my family is in the background. I have children, I have kids. You know, I can't just tell them to stare at a wall while I do readings. They have to have something to do. So yeah, and we do watch scary movies in this house. So somebody was like, "Oh, what was that going on in the background?" And I know you guys are sensitive. I know you're sensitive. So I apologize for that. Okay, I apologize for that, because I know that people were complaining about that. Because you know what? I actually was like, well, I was like, okay, in all fairness, it is technically a free reading. So, but like, I like that. I love the fact that people will come to me and even say that, because that lets me know that my readings are important to you guys. So yeah, shout out to the person that let me know about that. But sometimes you will, and you know what? I've actually had this happen every now and then. You know that sometimes it has something to do with your spirits. Hey, KG46, Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, make sure that y'all take advantage of that full moon flash sale. Today is the first day of Yule, and then we'll be celebrating Yule until the end of this year. So that ends on January the 1st of 2019. So I'm excited about the new year to come. It's, you know, but then again, I feel like you should make it count. I feel like you should really do all that you can, because once the new year is here, then it's not a whole lot, you know. It's kind of like these energies are, it's really important to go ahead and harness these energies now. You see what I'm saying? It's really important to do that. And then that way next year will be better. You know, because I noticed I noticed that people started freaking out in the wintertime. I don't know what that's about. I noticed that I am a authentic empath. So I feel everything. If when people are upset on the earth, I feel it. So like, for example, I can feel it when something bad is probably getting ready to happen, and I surely go to the news and then something bad is happening. Oh, yeah, absolutely, KG46. I do have New Year's resolutions. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But you know what? I am going to keep them to myself this year. And there's a reason for that. So, guys, anything that you want in the new year, don't tell everybody. Tell me. Come and tell the spirits. Come and tell your spirit guides. I'm going to keep all my New Year's resolutions to myself, because I feel like it's kind of like it's a mistake to tell people like what, you know, like what's on your heart or whatever. I feel like I feel like it's a personal thing. Now you can talk about the things that you want. Yeah, I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. But like, I'm making it more private this year. That's why I'm doing the ritual. So the ritual that I'm doing on Christmas is actually going to have a lot to do with my New Year's resolution. And you know what? Thank you for giving me an ideal, KG46. I'm gonna actually do a all-in-one all signs reading. And I'm gonna guess you guys' New Year's resolutions though. And so, yeah. And so there's a second ritual that I am going to announce to you guys that's going to be on New Year's. Because you know that whatever energy that you're in on New Year's and whoever you with is whoever you're with, and whatever energies you are involved with, that is your new year. So that's why I said set your intent. So that's why we're doing this. And I've done it. I've actually done it for like the past 5 years technically, but not hardcore ritual the way I've been doing for the past couple of years. So yeah, I do have some New Year's resolutions. I will give you one of them that's pretty standard. I do want to get in shape. So that's something that I can say. But for some reason, I feel as though, you know, people tend to, you know, make a big mountain out of a molehill about people and their imperfections. And they will be the smallest imperfect. Like I've seen people be very picky and just say things about people. And it's like, wait a minute. Like, I mean, I kind of, you know, so yeah, there's a girl, I got KG46. I got hella New Year's resolutions. I got hella, and they're not really, I don't really call them New Year's resolutions, but that's pretty much what I'm doing as well with the ritual. I call it setting your intent, and take it, like I say take it a lot further than just saying a New Year's resolution, because there's a lot of people, they don't keep those New Year's resolutions. And then also there's important things that I feel, and this is what I'm seeing a lot of. A lot of people want love. A lot of people want to get married. A lot of people want relationships. A lot of people want money. A lot of people want happiness. So, you know, there's a lot of, you can speak positive affirmations over your new year. Absolutely. That is what the ritual is absolutely about. And you guys can still get on my altar for the full moon, because full moon energy is going to last until Christmas. So I'll be doing rituals on Christmas. If you are lucky enough to get a ritual on Christmas, I will let you know. Those are going to be very powerful. All of the rituals that I do are powerful, but that ritual that I do for everybody, more than likely, if I have like a little small spell working to do, I'll do it, but I'm going to really focus and concentrate on that, on the set your intent ritual for everybody, because there's a lot of people participating. And, you know, I appreciate you guys, you know, and then also the vote of confidence, you know what I'm saying? That makes me feel good when you guys are like, I can't hear the reading. I want to focus. I want to focus. So that's what's up. I will work on that. I will. I'm sorry, because like sometimes my daughter is watching TV or something, or sometimes the kids. Yes, absolutely. KG46, setting achievable goals for yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. And you know what? I feel like you should also think outside of the box as well. Like go outside of the norm of what you think, you know, like challenge yourself, challenge yourself as well. You know, if it's a goal that you don't think that you can achieve, I bet you can achieve it. I bet you can achieve it. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. The universe is very vast. And if you know the secret and you know how it works, I swear to you, you literally create your own environment every single day. Your mind and your spirits, your mind and your spirits and the spirits are setting your day. So you've got to, you know, learning how to deal with that. So yeah, absolutely. And also I feel like what I can sense is that, especially with a lot of my people, KG46, is that a lot of my people, their stuff is going to come in 2020, because 2020 is going to be a very powerful and pivotal year. It is going to be very powerful and pivotal. And of course, it's going to be violent, because we've still got a lot of spirit guides and gods and entities and energies on this planet that still believe in sacrifice. I'm talking about human sacrifice. So I don't believe in human sacrifice. I think that that's one of the reasons why I came to this planet. I just kind of think but then again, animal sacrifice is pretty cruel too. But I eat meat. I am a meat eater. So, but I think that there's a lot of different ideas on this planet. And just to be honest with you, I feel like there's a lot of people's realities that are crossing over to other people's realities. And we need to stop that, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to set their own reality the way that they want it. So what they end up doing is they end up coming and messing with other people's reality because they can't set their own reality. But it is the truth. You do set, like, now I will tell you that what I can sense is mind-altering communication devices and machines. So we are up against that. So I know it can be extremely difficult to keep positive in this world. Okay, it can really, especially when you're a sensitive, because I mean, again, I believe that life is what you make it. And I believe that a lot of the nightmare that we are creating universally on this planet, I believe that we're creating it personally. So, and it depends on what it is exactly. Depends on what it is. Most people fear death. Most people fear change. So I think that is where we have an issue. So just think of me as your spirit guide that is helping you make it through this change, because we're shifting and changing. Reality is constantly changing. Also, it's constantly changing according to your thought processes, your actions. You're constantly definitely creating certain karma for yourself. Absolutely. Because what you're doing is you're creating a domino effect. You're setting the tone and mapping out the blueprint for yourself. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yep. I do got over 22K subs. Yeah. I should have more than that, for real. For real. Oh Lord. KG46. Am I in the black sector? What did they do? I didn't know I was in the black sector. I didn't know. I guess I don't know. Yeah. You're right though. You were right though. I want to create a sector called the pink sector. Can I create a pink sector? Is that okay? Let's create something called the pink sector, because I don't know what it is about pink. Or the red sector. Let's create a red sector. That'll be fine. All right, anyway. So KG46, I feel like emailing you or something. Like, I wish I had your email address, because it's so weird. Like, there's certain stuff that happens after you come in my chat for some reason. I'm not going to say it publicly. It's good. For some reason, KG46, this is what I will say. Whenever I see KG46 in the chat room, for some reason, good things end up happening. So I don't know if it's like you're doing that on purpose, or if you're like some kind of fairy godmother person or something. Like, I feel like for some reason blessings seem to follow you coming into the chat room. I've been meaning to tell you that for like the past year. And, so I don't know who you are, because, you don't make videos or whatever, but that is so weird. It's kind of making me want to throw the cards on you real quick, but I'll do it one other time when you come in here, because you don't come in often, but when you do, for some reason, good things happen afterwards. I don't know what that is about, but anyway. Yeah. So, Yeah, take advantage of the flash sale. It does end on the 23rd. If I extend it, I will let you guys know, because you never know. I will probably, have something else going on at that time. Yeah, email me, girl, because are you a male or a female? I feel like you're a female. But then again, I don't know why I can always send. You know what I think I'll be picking up on, people? I think sometimes I'll pick up on your twin. And then some people have like either a male twin, and then some people have a female twin. Hi, Brianna. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday to you guys. Happy Love Day. So today is, and you know what, guys? I've got, that today belongs to Venus. So today is Love Day. So we're going to have to do some love readings or something. But I do want to do some New Year's resolutions readings. I actually did those last year. I don't know. I think, I think I can sense a female around you, though. There's like a feminine spirit around you, too, though. There's got to be. But for some reason, what's your zodiac sign, KG46? Because you're like a mystery man. KG46 is a mystery man. Can you tell us what your zodiac sign is, please? Don't worry. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. That's usually what people, that's a good thing though, KG46. That's the same thing that people say about me though. For some reason, when I deal with it, like people just start having a lot of good. Oh my God, you're a Virgo? Seriously? Oh my God, I love Virgos. I do. I do. I have a little boyfriend that's a Virgo. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy in a good way though. That is what's up. Like, I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed, you know what? I would have guessed Virgo though. I would have guessed Earth sign. I would have, actually, because it's a certain amount of, but you know what, guys, your sun sign, y'all need to I don't just want to know people's sun signs anymore. I want to be able to see your entire birth chart. So if you guys could please have your birth charts ready for your reading, like when you get your reading, that will be really, really good. And I might make like a public service announcement for you guys to do that, but I usually ask, I just don't want to waste time in the reading, because literally the readings get so intense that 30 minutes will go by like that. And you'll be like, I need another 30 minutes, Jamila. And I'm like, I know you do, but I got somebody else I got to do like in 30 minutes or an hour. So, but if I got time on my schedule, so make sure that y'all take advantage of that sale, because you can get a 1 hour reading for $80. Now, if you guys are wanting emergency same day readings, I do have that option on the website. That, those are a little bit more pricier. Just depends on what my schedule is, because literally, guys, and you know what, my schedule, like when you guys are scheduling your appointments and stuff, like I'm really particular about the booking link and stuff, because people, it's time is valuable, and but you know what, guys, I honestly don't have a problem with people, not showing up for their readings, or, I have that issue. And that's really, to be honest with you, I just believe in divine timing. So I'm not a stickler when it comes to that, to be honest with you, because I feel like you're going to get your reading when you're ready. And it goes the same way with me. Like, there's sometimes I'll have some kind of emergency that will come up. Rarely though, rarely. Okay. Oh, so you don't know your time of birth. Yeah, that sucks when you don't know your time of birth. But if you don't know it, then just put unknown in and it'll get it pretty close. And also another thing, guys, if you don't know your time of birth, and if you don't know your birthday, you know that there's some people that don't know their date of birth. I can actually do a reading for you, and we can actually pinpoint when you were born. And also, if you don't know your time of birth, I can actually use the cards to do a reading. I can do a birth chart reading on you and tell you your entire birth chart. It's actually a little bit more accurate, to be honest with you, because you just get more information. Like some of that information is pretty standard, but some of it is outdated. Have y'all noticed how some of the zodiac sign, traits, they seem to have been outdated, or either, they get, it seems like things have changed. So I feel like the next generation in astrologers such as myself, we're going to be changing the game of it. We're going to be updating things. Okay. Also, let me just say this real quick. If you are interested in becoming a spiritualist, okay, contact me, because let me tell you what the starting salary of a spiritualist is, okay? Usually your first year you can make 30,000 or more. It depends on what's going on with your energy. And it depends on what you're doing. However, your income potential is limitless. So if you want to become wealthy, then you can become wealthy. If you want to, just make a certain amount. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to make their maximum potential. I think that's a way that they tricked us. I think a lot of people are hoodwinked and bamboozled. And, spiritualists, and especially witches and people that practice witchcraft, they can, if you have that spiritual energy in the ether, you can always pull it in. If you are a person that does not have that connection with your spirit guides, or either you don't have that connection with your higher self, then I am going to be able to tell in the cards, because you're going to be getting 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and 4 of Pentacles is okay. But with the 5 of Pentacles is not. You getting, stuff like, the Death card in reverse or something like that, or the Devil card in reverse. That lets me know that you're not manifesting at your full potential. And then we need to investigate why. Okay, so it is going to be different for different people. The number one culprit is hexes and curses, or jinxes. So there is a difference between a jinx, a hex, and a curse. A jinx is where you just kind of throw somebody off. It might be thrown off, but a jinx can actually start to manifest itself as a curse, because it starts to affect all different areas of your life. Okay, so, but going back to what I was saying, if you enjoy practicing witchcraft, and if you enjoy teaching people, meditation, and if you enjoy working with herbs, and if you enjoy this field, then your income will be limitless. So all of my people that come to me, they know what I'm talking about. So if you want to be, if you want to be in this field, contact me, because we are actually innovating this field. Okay. And we've actually been integrated. Okay. Spiritualists and, we'll look at singers. Those are all spiritualists. Those are all magicians, in my opinion. Okay, all of them are. But some of them aren't. And the ones that know their craft are doing very well, and the ones that don't are doing very bad. You know what I'm saying? So you can use witchcraft in just about anything. You're using witchcraft in anything that you do, because you're using energy. So everybody uses energy. Okay. So, but if you have a background in witchcraft, and if you have certain gifts like telekinesis and telepathy, okay, everybody can't do head work on. You gotta be a telepath to get into somebody's head. You can't, I don't believe you can. I mean, anything is possible, but your craft is going to be just as strong as your spiritual gifts. And if your spiritual gifts are causing you pain, destruction, sadness, then you got to get a hold of that. Okay. KG46, why do I think people don't manifest to their full potential? Because they don't think that they can. They don't believe in self, and they don't believe that they can. So the first thing is believing in yourself. If you don't believe that something can happen, then it won't happen. Because basically what you did was you already canceled it out in your mind, and your mind is what's creating everything. Your mind is what makes your body move. Your mind is what makes your heart beat. Your mind is what makes you go to the bathroom. Your mind is what, everything is coming from your brain. Okay, all of it is. Now, your root chakra is also very powerful. That's why the significance of butt implants. Y'all notice how people getting them butt injections? Y'all notice that? Why is it so prevalent to get butt injections? And they actually just had somebody that died of a heart attack, a sister in a Black woman. She was somewhere. She actually died. I saw the article or the ad through my phone. It was like a little news article. And I think they're going to charge them with murder because of what the coroner said about she was injecting illegal butt injections. And, you know, that is because it is your power is either going to come from your butt or your brain. I like the upper. I like the upper. If you know what I'm saying, like, you know, so the prevalence of that has gotten up, and I don't understand why anybody would do it. I've been meaning to come and talk about that, because as a spiritualist, yes, the sky is limit. You can actually make your body look the way you want it to look anyway. But, you know, I just think that these things are just getting, it's getting dangerous out there. Like, just be yourself. I don't care if you have a flat booty. If you have a flat booty, I love you anyway. So what if you have a flat booty? So, but there's a lot of people that get butt implants and they do very well. So, you know, there is that risk. But the reason why I bring that up is because your root chakra is just as important as the head chakra. So that's why I brought that up. Okay. So hopefully y'all following me on that. Cause I know y'all like, did she just switch from that to, you know, butt? So I was comparing the head from the butt. So your butt chakra is very important. And you know what? I wouldn't be injecting nothing back down there. That's very important. Your life force comes from your root chakra. Yeah. And or either do squats or just love yourself. Just love yourself and find people that love you for who you are. They're out there. Okay. But that's the reason why I brought that up, is because, you know, it is something that is very powerful about, you know, for some reason, but I don't know so much about the fake ones. I think those fake butts are taking people out, you know, either physically, spiritually, or mentally, you know, and there's a lot of people that just have natural big butts. And, you know, it's just one of those things. But I brought that up for a reason. I brought that up for a reason because I think that your root chakra, you know, and people need to start paying attention to the root chakra. And so, yeah, focus on the higher aspect of yourself. But, you know, if you're doing that, but then again, if you're having a hard time surviving, like literally if surviving is difficult for you, okay, then that typically is at the root chakra. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really am. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. What I see a lot of is other people making it difficult for people to survive, in particular women. This is why most of my clients are women. Most of them, because as a woman, you are taught to be weak. You are taught to be docile, and you're not taught to and you won't survive, especially when somebody's trying to kill you. You know, you're not going to survive if you're, you know, now there is a certain, you know, you ain't all, I like I say, I got like a split personality. I think my Mercury, or I've got a couple of my things that are in Gemini, which leads to me to have like a split personality. It appears to be that because I can be one extreme or the other, but I can tell you right now that being single, that stuff is for the birds. So it's not that a woman doesn't need a man or want a man. It's just that we don't want somebody that's going to tear us down. So men like that, we ain't going to do that. We not going to do that. That's just what I'm telling you. Okay. So that's why most of my clients are women, because I can honestly say to you, and then on top of not being told who I was, people purposely hiding who I was and trying to distract me, using everything under the sun as a distraction. So, and there is like a specific program that is set up so that we don't know ourselves. So for a very long time, I didn't know who I was. So a lot of people say, well, why you didn't do all this when you was young, sis? Well, why you didn't do all this? I didn't know who I was when I was in my damn 20s. I didn't even have no clue. I had no clue. None whatsoever. And you know what? I do readings for people that are in their 20s and 30s, and they don't have no clue either. And I have to tell them, I'll be like, hell, I wish that I had me at your age. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically what your mama is supposed to teach you. Your mama's supposed to teach you your power and your strength as a woman. And that is not what a lot of people have done. Okay. Yeah, Brianna said, I can't stand Nature Boy. He is going through, it seems like, that extreme version of male. And it is very disturbing. And I don't even think he sees it, because the extreme egotistical version of men are, in fact, insecure. They're scared. I remember a few years ago, like I know it was last year, and I was still using Uber before I bought my car. And I went and I got in the car, and I think I was going up to the store to get me something from the store, probably going to get me some money out the ATM or some shit. So I get in the car, and instantly when I get in, I feel this nervous tension. Now, we were getting warnings about the hurricane. And I asked, so instantly when I got in the car, I felt his fear. And I was like, I started to discuss the hurricane with him. And he was actually scared. And I was thinking, why am I not scared? So I told him, I said, that's because you ain't got no witch in your life. And he was like, what? That's because you ain't got no witch in your life. When you're a witch, witches dance with nature. That includes weather. We dance with weather. So I've actually been through that. I've actually been in a couple of tornadoes that I survived. And so, so I think that fear, I think that if it's a big wall of water coming towards you, then hell yeah, that would be scary. Like I just, yeah. KG46 said, Jamila, when did you realize what your calling was? I realized what my calling was. I'm trying to think of the year, because it was a specific year. I remember my children it started when Deja was 5. So that would have been 11 years ago. But then I started to get visions. And I started to get contacted by my spirit guides heavily. And they began to contact me coincidentally through YouTube. It was a lot about YouTube that made me discover a lot of things. And the number one was looking at videos of child abuse. So that was one of the things that I started to get messages and stuff from, and I started to get information about why a lot of the bad stuff was happening on this earth. But I've been knowing my whole life that I'm different, and that I think I actually think different from most people. Like my thought processes are a little bit different. And like when I find somebody that thinks like me, then I kind of tend to like to hold on to that person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's familiar. Yeah, he acts just like your kid's father, a narcissist. Yeah. Well, and you know what, guys? This is what I want to tell you. Be careful with wasting your time with these people that you think you're going to change. And then I will tell you one thing. They do know how to hide. Narcissistic people know how to hide. They do. Yes, they do. And they are some of the most hurtful people ever, ever. They do a lot of hurt. They hurt a lot of people, you know, and it's just because they just don't care. They just don't care. They wouldn't care if the same thing that they did to you. So it's not, it's actually not self-love. It's actually self-sabotage. Being a narcissist is very, it's a waste of a life. It's a waste of energy. They waste a lot of energy too. They do. And I think that we all go through our narcissistic phase, and then on some level, there's a certain percentage of narcissism that has to be in you for you to survive, because otherwise you would just let people kill you. And you'll be like, okay, well, I'm so kind of like that Jesus thing. You know how Jesus, if I was Jesus, I would have been fighting tooth and nail. I would have been fighting tooth and nail. He probably was fighting tooth and nail. That's probably why they nailed him up to the cross. I would have, you know, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not going to sit up here and harm myself, because how I feel about myself reflects how I feel about you. So, you know, yeah. Yeah. Then again, yeah, there are a lot of people, as long as we have people that are masochistic, narcissistic people will always thrive as long as we have that. And to be honest with you, it's really, you know, narcissist is a spirit, but I believe that we got to be careful confusing narcissism with vampirism, because I don't think they're the same. I think that you can have somebody that is a narcissistic vampire. Okay. Yes, there is a such thing as a narcissistic vampire. But I think that we need to focus on the vampirism that's going on. And then also to not be afraid of, why be afraid of a creature that needs my blood to sustain itself? Well, yeah, it might drain me. So that's what they do. They drain you. They will. And if you let them, they will drain you of all hope and, you know, just good energy. You have to replace that energy. You do. Yeah, I've healed a lot of people that have dealt with narcissists, people that were raised by narcissists. Okay. And for some reason, a lot of those people end up being healers, or they end up being people that have like a profound effect on people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that I agree that that is what matters. That is really what matters. At the end of the day, is your happiness and being content and feeling that security. Now, what I will tell you, for me though, is that money does manifest itself as security, because you really can't get a whole lot in this world without having money. Okay, or either resources. So it's either going to be money or resources. So when it comes to money, money is not evil. People are. Okay, that's just like guns don't kill people. People kill people. Money ain't necessarily evil. They say money is the root of all evil. I don't agree with that. I look at money totally different. And the reason why is because money is associated with your north. It's associated with your earth. It's associated with your solar plexus and what your connection is with this earth. Okay. It is associated with that. Yeah, it is. And you know what, Brianna? Guys, there is so much stuff that I want to talk about, but I'm not gonna necessarily talk about it right now. Like, I'm gonna ease my way into that as far as like with the whole credit scheme. Yeah, the whole credit scheme. Yeah. It's a scam. They scamming us when it comes to that credit bureau stuff. It's a scam. You can actually override it. To be honest with you, a lot of that is related to karma. And it to me, it's sort of a scam because, to be honest with you, I ain't even gonna get into that because it just I need to have my mind in a different place to talk about all that. But I feel like, if you are able to obtain that financial freedom, then that is symbolic of something else. But see, this is the whole thing about it, is that people that allow money to make them, or if you look at money negatively, I don't look at money negatively at all. At all. And you know what? That was actually a blockage that I had to remove, y'all. I was actually scared of money. I was actually scared of money. And I know a lot of you are the same way, to where you like, you know what? I want this, I want that. And then you end up being the 7 of Cups because you're seeing all that you can, all your potential, but you're not bringing it into the reality. So that's what that 7 of Cups represents. It represents being happy and like feeling that blessing. But then again, where's the blessing? Why can't we see it? Okay, why can't we see it? You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, some blessings you can't see, but you can see them though. Yeah, you can, because you can tell by looking at a person. You can tell by looking at a person. I can tell by looking at you, looking at your pictures, and I can tell by looking at your cards how blessed you are. So a lot of y'all that think that you can't do this and can't do that, y'all can probably make, well, like sick, like up there. You can make it up there, but you just don't believe that you can. So sometimes you just got to have somebody that knows how to plant that seed in you. Because if you don't have somebody planting a seed of loserism and poverty since you was a baby, a lot of us were. A lot of us grew up under spells, being told spells every single day. You ain't got nothing, or this ain't nothing, or, we didn't have no choice. But when you become an adult, you have a choice. And I'm actually glad that they made the age of adulthood 18. But to be honest with you, with a lot of people, they're not that mature at the age of 18. Like, some people don't discover who they are until they're in their 30s. And then some people are lucky enough to have a parent that tells that person who they are. And it's not that you have to make your child feel as though they just want to step on each other and stuff. Or, you don't have to teach your kid to be a narcissist to teach your kid to feel good about themselves. You see what I'm saying? So, in fact, I think that a lot of people that go through great lengths to lash out and do all this stuff, I think they're really scared. I think really what I sense from a lot of those people is fear. I mean, even with me, I've done it. I've came on here and lashed out at my enemies. Why? Because I probably had fear deep down of people judging me because of what they said, which is stupid. Which is stupid when you think about it. It's stupid. So that's another form of narcissistic vampirism, when they start accusing you and gaslighting you for stuff that you ain't did. And then the next thing you know, you're explaining and going through all that. And, really, I'm going to tell you something. I totally understand, because you know what? It is a game, and it's a way that they feed off you, because they will try to involve the police. They're going to try to force you. They're going to force you to play their game with them. It's so weird. And, then they still trying to rig everything. They still trying to rig everything, because they try and literally that's what magic does. It prevents them from rigging everything. So if you're practicing witchcraft and you not bringing what you want into reality, something ain't right with that. And I'm just telling you another thing. I heard somebody say that spiritualists there. Do you know how many spiritualists are rich right now? They are the ones that came up with the concept. They're the ones that are, literally, providing the information. Though they do have money. So I believe that is something, probably especially for the African American community. Oh, you're powerful. You can heal somebody. You can break up a relationship. You can do a reunion. You can, do whatever it is that you do with witchcraft, but you can't become wealthy or rich. Make that make sense to me. So you can tell that there's a lot of people that have limited beliefs, and they'll probably be limited their whole life. When folks have a limited belief in themselves, they'll try to project that off on you. So if you guys are interested in becoming a spiritualist, an authentic spiritualist, not somebody that is afraid of Christianity, because Christianity and all of that is not necessarily there to scare you. It's there to teach you something. So all of that is there as a lesson. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to allow that to hinder you. And yeah, we do have people that are very discriminatory and they will try to hinder you. Those are coming in through the spirits. So the only thing that's really going to help you with that is spiritual work. Coming online, talking about it day and night ain't going to help. It's not. You just going to have to connect with your higher self and connect with your spirit guides. Because sometimes it might even be your ancestors doing that to you. Or it might even be yourself. Sometimes yourself travels through time. I've seen people do that. I've seen people come through as themselves to give themselves warnings through their readings. Because you could see that when you did something, you did an action, okay? You performed an action and you didn't even realize that action that you performed was going to affect you, not right now, but it's going to affect you maybe 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 years down the line. So sometimes your spirit guides, like, for example, by default, a lot of my enemies are thinking, they're probably that, but in reality, you bring that energy to yourself in reality because of the things that you're doing, because of the things that you're trying to put off on me. So really, to be honest with you, it pretty much, people pretty much. Now, if it's somebody that's doing stuff to you and they not getting no kind of karma, then they definitely got some kind of witchcraft, because you can clear karma. You can cleanse karma if you know what you're doing, if you know how to use the elements, if you know what you're doing. A lot of people that claim to be spiritualists, they don't even really know the significance of a candle. So you'll see them come out and they'll say candle magic is weak. What? Fire is weak. So then that's why we've got a volcano that's probably still active, because fire is going to let you know that it's definitely and most certainly not weak. Now, if you got a weak flame on a candle, then that can mean somebody might be working some stuff against you, or maybe you didn't take the time to actually charge the candle. But when I hear people say stuff like that, it just lets me know that, they're basically telling you what didn't work for them. Okay, but for some reason, it works perfectly well for everybody else, which is why it's so popular. I think candle magic is the #1. Candles are very popular. Everybody loves candles. Their candles have many, 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 many uses. They have many. Candles are actually, what I kind of think of candles? Candles, in my opinion, represent spirit in every way, because the candle and the flame is going to tell you so much. It's going to tell you things. It's going to do things, and a lot of times flames, that, you want to set an intent for it. But, so yeah, everybody has their own opinion about that. But some of the people that I know that are very wealthy and and rich and well off, and they don't have to come out and brag about it like you don't. Now, if you're trying to overcome the poverty demon, candles represent the light. Candles represent energy. Okay, candles represent because the fire can be destructive, as well as fire can sustain your life. Hey, Tazbala. So that's what the significance of it is when it comes to candles and fire, because it is symbolic of it's symbolic of change and transformation. That's the reason why whenever they, whenever it's some kind of, I know that fire is very cleansing. Okay, that's why they used to burn bodies and stuff, and, because fire is cleansing. So a lot of people, don't really have that understanding of the elements. All of the elements are powerful, but you need every element, to even get a candle, to even make a candle work. Maybe except for water. You need water to put the fire out sometimes, but air puts the fire out too, or either lack of air, will put a fire out. So it depends on how you look at your magic and what you're doing. For example, for me, there are going to be several people that are going to, eventually be able to come and work at my spa, and they're gonna make a very good living. Then what do you consider to be wealthy? Do you consider making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 per year? Because at least 100 grand is what you want, at least, and then work your way up. So if you, I completely drew a blank as far as what I was going to say, y'all. They took it away. They'll bring it back. If you manifest what you want is what you should do. And you notice how, let me tell y'all this as well. Y'all remember when the job market crashed? Remember that? So remember when nobody was hiring? It was like a hiring freeze everywhere and nobody could find a job and everybody was on unemployment. Remember that? So we tend to forget about that. And so that experience either led folks to destruction or it led them to doing better. What I was saying about the fire and about, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. What do you consider to be wealthy? Do you consider having $1 million all at once, or do you consider, earning, 10 or 20,000 per month? I mean, it depends on what your perception of wealth is, because if you're 25 years old, which I wish that I would have started out as a witch at the age of 25. So if you young, y'all need, I'll have, yeah, you will definitely be one of my babies where I will make you, okay, because at the age of 25, you got to think, if you're making 150, 200, 300 grand per year, hell, you're going to be a millionaire in a few years. You are already a millionaire because you are able to manifest. So guys, be careful when you listen into stuff like that. And then also a lot of people feel like you ain't got no millions. You ain't got no millions, so you ain't, but why I got to have millions though? Why can't I just have hundreds of thousands? Why can't I be comfortable with having a good 50 grand in the bank? What's up with that? Oh yeah, absolutely. KG46, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to do it next year. I want to do it next year. So we'll definitely see. Yeah, we'll definitely, we'll see what I decide what to do, because to be honest with you, we'll see. We'll figure it out at the, when the time comes. I want to do like the plans and stuff, and like I want to draw pictures of what I want it to look like. So I really want to put a lot of money into it. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of, you know, what I want to do is real, real big. Like, you know, I just gotta, you know, and I do have the supporters. I do have the backup. I just have to show it to people. I have to show it to people. I have to show you guys what I'm talking about so that you guys can see my vision. And then, you know, and then we can all go from there, and then we'll make it happen, because I'm anticipating, you know, my spa being a very popular spot in Georgia. Very popular. To the point where people going to be waiting, you know, probably weeks to even get an appointment, which, you know, that's why you got to plan ahead. See what I'm saying? Plan ahead and you won't go wrong. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I don't believe in limited beliefs. I don't believe in that. And definitely that's a total farce for somebody to say that spiritualists can't be rich. In fact, like I can name several spiritualists right off the top of my head. Now, I will tell you that there is a problem. They are murdering naturopathic doctors. They're murdering them. They're murdering. This is sad. This is sad that they're murdering them. So something corrupt is going on in the medical field, big time. Anytime you've got naturopath doctors being murdered and killed, something is not right. Those are spiritualists. That's a form of spiritualism. So they, you know, but they're going to integrate, that we're going to integrate whether they like it or not. I'm just telling you, I can see it now. Everything is going to be, and we're going to live better. We're going to live better. Okay. And literally it is going to be a better world. And I believe that I'm going to see that better world in my lifetime. Okay. So anyway, I got to go, y'all. It's afternoon. Have a wonderful Friday. Like I said, if you guys need to reach me, the link is below. Flash sale. Just wanted to remind you of that, of the flash sale that will be going on until, it'll be the 23rd, but it'll be like early in the morning or either at night when I take the sale off. And then also you guys can make sure that you set your intent for 2019. I'm going to link that in the chat as well. And then let me give you the coupon code to take off an additional 10%. Now, please don't use the coupon code for the I don't even know if it'll work on the 30-minute readings. Okay, here we go. Put it in all caps so that you can. All right. Okay, there you go. And so yeah, I will see you guys later. Okay. Have a good day. Love and light.